What is going on, Warriors of Tamaris? I am back again with another video. In today's episode, I'm going to show you the ultimate artifact guide in Call of Dragons. There are so many artifacts for doing a bunch of different things. This video is going to be divided into different topics. You can skip to a specific topic that you are looking for. I'm also going to show you guys the best artifacts for free-to-play players in the game. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get it started. Alright, Warriors of Tamaris, there are so many artifacts in Call of Dragons for doing a bunch of different things. There are artifacts that are used for teleportation, artifacts for giving you some speed, artifact for doing a lot of damage to the enemies. The list just keeps on going on and on. Today we're gonna see everything that is so good about artifacts. First of all, I'm gonna begin the video by showing you guys how to equip an artifact. There are two ways you can equip an artifact. The first one is to go to your hero section, and when you see the hero, you can see the artifact icon from there, and then you can hit replace and then put the artifact that you want to use. The artifact that you have unlocked will show up at the top. You can equip them and use them to fight. The second way to equip an artifact is as follows. You drag your troops outside and then you hit the artifact and you can go configure and then you switch from there. To switch your artifacts, all your heroes have to be inside your city. Like for example, Kella is out here and she has this artifact outside. I cannot use it. If I want to use this artifact with a different hero, I need to bring Kella back and then equip it on someone else. All the artifacts in Call of Dragons are classified into two different classes. We have artifacts that require rage and artifacts that don't require rage. Let's check out some example. The Phoenix Eye is an artifact that requires rage. It has a 1600 rage requirement. This one, the Dragon Scale Armor, only has 400 rage requirements. The Shadow Blade only has 1200 rage requirements. Do you want to know the differences between these rage requirements? It's as follows. The Phoenix Eye is of the magic unit and it fires from a very long range. That is why it has a 1600 rage requirement. When we check out the Shadow Blade, it only has 1200. This is because the range of the archers is not the same as the range of the magic. That's why it only has 1200 rage requirement. When we check out the Dragon Scale Armor for the infantry, it only has 400 rage requirement. This is done so that these heroes get their rage fast and get their artifact to work before they get to the long range units. Other artifacts in the game don't require rage to use. For example, we have the Wolf Woman of Halo. This one just has no rage cost whatsoever. You can just use it right away. The next one is also known as the Storm Arrows. It doesn't require any rage. Now, most of the gathering artifacts here don't require any rage as well. Here is another one. This one right here, Lucia's Horn. It doesn't require any rage. To get rage for your artifacts, you basically just go and fight your enemies in the open field, and then your artifact is going to charge and get some rage for fighting. Let's see some of the artifacts in action in the open field. Now we're gonna try and fight. We're gonna try and fight this level 5 Darkling, level 25 Darkling I mean. Gonna deploy all my troops. Go multi-create. I have a preset here. I don't know who is gonna be missing. Let's see. I have two magic artifacts. Let me just remove this one right here. We're going to remove Lilia and then we're going to equip Bakshi and Emrys. Okay. Now I'm going to bring them out. I have three different types of artifacts. I have this one right here requires 1200 rage. We have the Phoenix Eye 1600 rage. We have the Storm Arrow that doesn't require any rage. And then we have the Dragon Scale Armor, only 400 rage. You're going to see how they charge when you fight your enemies. Gonna hit it, bring it outside. First of all, make sure I send my infantry in front to absorb the damage, and then we're gonna see. Now as you can see right here, some artifacts don't require rage, like the Storm Arrow. Right now I can use this artifact right away. It does not require any rage. Therefore I'm gonna bring Bakshi up here. Now I have teleported Bakshi in front, selected everybody. Let's attack this Darkling. The next artifact to charge is gonna be the infantry one, only 400 rage. I just hit it. Now it's ready to fight. It's being used. The next one is gonna be the Shadow Blade because it only has 1200 rage requirement. Gonna hit the Shadow Blade. point on the enemy and shoot. And then the Phoenix Eye charged afterwards, point and shoot. And these, ladies and gentlemen, are the two classes of artifacts in Call of Dragons. Alright, Warriors of Tamaris, now that we're done with the two classes of artifacts, let us check out the categories of artifacts in Call of Dragons. In Call of Dragons, artifacts are classified into 3 categories. If you know all the categories, you're gonna know which artifact to use on a specific enemy. Let's check them out one by one. First of all, we go to the artifact area to see what is going on. We start off with category 1. Category 1 is gonna be artifacts for PvP. This type of artifacts do not have any restrictions in their description. Let's go to the detail and see what is going on. PvP artifacts can be used on any enemy in the game. They can be used on Behemoth, they can be used on Darkling, and they can be used to fight other people on the map. When you read the specification of most PvP artifacts, they do not have any restrictions whatsoever. These artifacts will be used on anybody. The second category of artifact is going to be known as peacekeeping. Peacekeeping artifacts only work on peacekeeping enemies in the game. They do not work on PvP and they do not work on Behemoth. Now let me show you the peacekeeping in the game. When you hit the search button and you go to the Darkling Legion, everything you see here is going to be peacekeeping. This is peacekeeping. These dark creatures or these Darkling guards or these Darkling patrols, they are peacekeeping. They are classified under the peacekeeping artifact. Another peacekeeping in the game is going to be, let me show you, Darkling fortresses. Where is the fortress? Let's find one. Okay, over here we have a level 6 Darkling fortress. This is also classified as peacekeeping. So you have to keep this in mind. To do a quick summary, we have PvP artifacts and then we have peacekeeping artifact. The third category of artifact is gonna be Behemoth artifact. Now some artifacts are special in this game, especially for the peacekeeping. They are described either peacekeeping or Behemoth. Now artifacts that work on peacekeeping don't usually work on Behemoth. It has to be specified. When you check out the PvP artifacts, they don't have any restrictions. They will work on Behemoth 100%. Let us check out some awesome examples of artifacts just to explain all the 3 categories and help you guys understand what is really going on. Let us start off with the Kurata's Wrath. This is a legendary peacekeeping artifact. I'm gonna explain to you guys how this artifact works. So when we see the description of this artifact, it is classified as deals damage to Darklings and dark creatures only. This simply means this artifact is not going to work on Behemoth. It is not going to work on PvP enemies, okay? The next thing to take away from here is the special buff of the artifact right here. Let's hit the skills and see if I can access it. No, not possible. Okay, we're gonna come back on this screen. Now when you see up top here, we have a peacekeeping damage of plus 8%. Now how is this going to translate in the open field? Since this is saying peacekeeping damage, you are not going to get this damage when you fight PvP or when you fight Behemoth. You will get the Legion attack, which is not specific to a different type of enemy, but the peacekeeping damage is specific to peacekeeping in the game, which means it's not going to work on PvP, it's not going to work on Behemoth. The next tricky artifact that we're going to check out right here is the Enchiridion of Incantations. What is it? Enchiridion of Advanced Incantations. Okay, this artifact is a little bit weird. Let's see what is going on. Now it says magic unit attack plus 3%. It does not say just peacekeeping. So this artifact, you can get this benefit when you fight people in PvP. You can get this benefit when you fight Darklings. You can get this benefit when you fight Behemoth. It is not specific. Now when we go to the skills of this artifact, here is where things start to get interesting. Deals damage to the selected legion, Darkling, dark creatures, and Behemoth only. Now you see, this 2400 damage factor is going to work on Darkling, dark creatures, and Behemoth. This magic unit attack and the legion attack is going to work on every single enemy in the game because it's not specific. When we go back to Kurata's Wrath right here and you check it out, this one has a peacekeeping damage, which means this peacekeeping damage is only going to work on peacekeeping. You're not going to get it. Therefore, don't bring this artifact when you fight Behemoth or the open field. Let's continue checking more artifacts in the game. We have this one known as the Giant's Bone. Now I hit details. Again, you see peacekeeping damage. This is not going to work in PvP when you fight real people. You will get the Legion attack, but you're going to miss out on this peacekeeping damage, which is not going to help you. On top of that, this one can work on Darklings, Dark Creatures, and Behemoth as well. Now, which other artifacts only work on Darklings only and not Behemoth? Yeah, I think these are the only ones that I can think of right now. Like the Kurata's Wrath, you have to be very careful with this artifact. It only works on Dark Creatures and Darklings. Doesn't work on Behemoth. Let's do a quick summary of all the categories of artifacts in Call of Dragons. Now, category 1 is gonna be the PvP artifact, which can be used on any enemy in the game. It doesn't matter. Category 2 is gonna be peacekeeping artifacts, which can only be used on peacekeeping. They do not work on Behemoth. Category 3 is gonna be artifacts that work on both Behemoth and peacekeeping. Therefore, you have to keep that in mind when you pick artifact to fight your enemies. Next topic of the video is gonna be how to upgrade artifact in Call of Dragons. Now, when you unlock artifacts from the artifact compendium, you should not scrap out your artifacts. Like when you go to this Goblin Market over here, it can give you the option to scrap out your artifacts from here. Now, these are the artifacts that you can scrap. Please do not scrap these artifacts because you're gonna need them. To level up your artifacts in the game, you're gonna need other artifacts to level up as well. Now, I'm gonna pick one and just do a demonstration in the video. I don't really wanna waste my items, but it's just for the video. So we're gonna hit details, and then we're gonna go to skills. Now, to upgrade this artifact, we're gonna see what we need to do. First of all, we're gonna have to upgrade the levels, which is right here by using Arcane Dust. Let's hit it, keep on hitting it, just for the video. That way you guys see what is really going on. Okay, gonna stop at level 20 right now. So to upgrade the artifact, you hit this up button right here, and you can see everything that you need to upgrade it. This is why you do not scrap out your items. So we're gonna keep on hitting this. How many do I need? I used 6 to ascend it, and then I gotta add some more. So 8 to ascend the artifact from level 1 to level 2. Okay, we're gonna keep it pushing. Now the next level, we're gonna need these blue artifact items. So we're gonna hit this one right here. Hit that. One more trick while we're still here. This artifact, like if you want to scrap them, this one is going to be cheaper than the other artifacts. That is why I am using it first, in case I wanted to scrap the other one. So this is taking it from 2 stars to 3 stars. We just saw what we used. Now the next star level is gonna be requiring some epic artifacts, but I need to star this thing up. Right now we're gonna pick a different artifact and work with. Let's see who I can bring from here. Okay, Viola's Bow is an excellent artifact. I've always wanted to upgrade this one. So let me see. You know what? Let's go to... Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Gonna keep on upgrading it. We're doing it just for the video. Take it to level 30. And then see what we're working with. It is now 3 stars. To upgrade this one up, we're gonna need some of these epics to do it. Let me see how many. So the first level is gonna require 3 epic items. Gonna hit ascend. Okay, it has been taken to 4 stars. Now to take this to 5 stars, I think it's gonna need about 6. Yeah, it's gonna need 6 of this, then it's gonna be 5 star. I don't wanna do this right now. I am saving up the Arcane Dust for another artifact. Since we're here on this artifact right here, let me see. Once you send an artifact to level 5, let's see the requirements for sending it to level 6. Now this one is the Phoenix Eye. It's at level 5. Now if I want to take it to level 6, I'm going to need 4 legendary emblems. Right now I only have 2. I'm going to need 2 more to make it 4. That way I take it to level 6. This is why you do not scrap out your artifacts in the game before you level up your artifacts. I may have confused many people with the terminologies I have been using in the video. Let me correct them. Now this is the Phoenix Eye. We're gonna hit that up arrow. Now I have been saying the artifact level. This one simply means the artifact star level. These ones right here are the artifact star level. To upgrade the level of the artifact, you're gonna need to get the artifact 5 times. For example, when I go over here and I hit the scales of the the scales of the Phoenix Eye, I'm gonna need to get the Phoenix Eye 5 times to take it to level 5 and get the 4000 skill damage boost. So when you get another Phoenix Eye, it's gonna show up here and you can hit upgrade. It'll go level 2, level 3, level 4, and then level 5. You get the 4000 damage factor. When we come back here, this is the artifact star level. Now to take artifact to 6 stars, you're gonna need 4 other legendary artifacts to do it. Let's say, for example, your Phoenix Eye is already level 5. If you get another duplicate Phoenix Eye, it's gonna show up here and you can use it to level it up to 6 stars. Here is another tip for all the free-to-play players in the game. It is gonna be very difficult for you to get keys to open artifact keys in the game. Therefore, you should be playing this game every single day to get these dark keys from here. When you kill darklings every day, you're gonna get 2 keys. Save up these 2 keys and then come and open this superior dark chest over here. When you open superior dark chest, you have the chance of getting 3 legendary artifacts in the game. Now you have artifact luck points. When your luck points reach 99, once you hit 100, you are guaranteed a legendary artifact. That's why you have to play every day to increase your artifact point. As soon as you get an artifact, a legendary one, this artifact luck point is gonna go back to 0. So I think the superior chests are usually the best one. Let us check out the other different types of dark chests as well. We have this one right here. Now this is a common dark chest. As you can see, it has 3 different epic items. So if you're looking for epic artifacts to upgrade your other artifacts, you can always go for the common chest. Just make sure you play every day, get the 2 keys and then use them on your dark chest. You will be getting some good value out of it. Let us check out some awesome free-to-play artifacts for free-to-play players in the game. In Call of Dragons, you get artifacts from the Artifact Compendium. Sometimes you get lucky and you unlock powerful artifacts without even breaking a sweat. It's just gonna depend on your luck. Now some free-to-play players are gonna have difficulty getting all the good artifacts in the game. Therefore, we're gonna check out some awesome f2p artifacts to use in the game. Let us begin with the Magic faction. The best free-to-play artifact for Magic troop type is gonna be the Magic Bomb. When you get this artifact, immediately upgrade it and start working on it. This is the artifact that you're gonna use to fight in PvP. You can use it to fight Behemoth. You can use it to fight dark creatures. It requires 1600 rage because of the range of the magic unit troop type. Plus with this artifact, it's easy to take it to level 50 and it's easy to get the damage taken reduction of -5%. So this is the best artifact in the game for PvP open field. The next magic artifact for free to play is gonna be the Freezing Ring. This artifact can give you some defense. This artifact is gonna save you when you fight some whales, especially when they target you. You put this artifact and you take off. Goodbye, see ya. So this is another good artifact for f2p players in the game for the magic. The next decent magic artifact in the game is gonna be the Staff of Spring. Where is it? I think they removed it and put it in a different place. Yeah, it's not here. You know what? Let me go back to my bag and then we do this thing from here. Okay, the next artifact for magic troop type is going to be the Staff of Spring, which is right here. This one is going to give you some HP in the open field, helping you last long. Most magic artifacts require 1600 rage because of their range. So I have shown you 3 artifacts for magic troop type. We have the Magic Bomb, we have the Freezing Ring, and then we have the Staff of Spring. We also have the Enchiridion of Incantations, Enchiridion of Advanced Incantations. So this artifact is gonna work on Darklings and Dark Creatures. Like the special benefits, it's gonna work on Darkling, Dark Creatures, and Behemoth. It's not gonna work in PvP. However, if you upgrade this artifact, you can use these features in PvP. You can use the magic attack unit, you can use the legion attack, you can use the damage taken reduction. You're not gonna get this 2400 damage factor, but you're gonna get these other features. This artifact, you can also use it in PvP if you don't have other alternative. Just remember, these other areas are specific to Darkling, Dark Creatures, and Behemoth. The next good magic artifact for f2p players is gonna be this Ever Ice right here. This is another good artifact to use if you're new in the game and you don't have a lot. Again, it requires 1600 rage. You're gonna get artifact damage factor of 600. You also freeze the enemy, reduce their march speed by 10% for 5 seconds, which is great. You get magic unit defense and legion HP. This is a very good combination. Defense and HP, it's gonna make you stronger in the open field. Archer artifacts for f2p players in Call of Dragons. Now there are some archer artifacts that work in the open field. Here is a good example. Archery's Master's Manual. Now this one has a rage cost of 1200 because of the attack range of the archers, and then grants your legion keen attack plus 25% for 20 seconds. This artifact is gonna work on every single enemy in the game. It is not specific to just PvP or Darklings or Dark Creatures. It works on everyone. Plus you get all this benefit right here. This is another good artifact to use for archers in the game. Let's check out the next one. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yep, we have the Heart Piercer as well. This is another good archer artifact for the open field. It has no restriction, you have a damage factor and you have other boosts as well. Another awesome artifact to use for archers in the open field. Works in PvP, works in Dark Creatures, works on Behemoth. Overall, excellent artifact for archers in the game. Another good artifact for archers in the game is gonna be the Bomb Flinger. You just have to be careful when you use this one. This one is kind of like the Enchiridion of incantation for the magic. You're gonna get these benefits when you fight every single enemy in the game. You get the marksman unit attack, you get the legion attack, you get the damage taken. However, when you go to the special buff of the artifact, it only works on Darklings, Dark Creatures, and Behemoth. So you just have to keep that in mind. When you fight Behemoth and Dark Creatures, this is good. When you fight your enemies in PvP, you might want to try something else. However, you can still bring it and get these benefits right here. Another decent archer artifact for f2p players is going to be the Rapid Crossbow. This is going to work on every single enemy in the game. Behemoth, Dark Creatures, Darklings, human beings, whatever. You get all the good benefits. You get marksman unit HP and you get a legion attack. Ooh, this is a nice mix of different types of statistics. It is great. You have artifact skill damage of 500. It is better than nothing. You can use it as a f2p player in the game. Let's check out some cavalry artifacts for fighting enemies in the open field. We have the Centaur Bow. Don't know if I pronounced that correct. When we hit the detail, this one is classified as cavalry, PvP, and assault, which means you can use it on Darklings, Dark Creatures, and when you fight other people on the map. You get all these cool benefits from here: unit defense, legion defense, damage taken reduction, and then you deal damage to up to 3 enemy legion in a designated circle. This is a great artifact to have in your arsenal. Use this one if you're cavalry. Another decent cavalry artifact is gonna be the Amulet of Glory. Now you have to be very careful when you bring this artifact to fight your enemies. When we look on the left hand side, it has a cavalry unit HP of plus 3%, and then it has a peacekeeping damage taken. This simply means this peacekeeping damage is only gonna work on Darklings on the map. It's not gonna work in PvP against real people. It's not gonna work when you fight Behemoth. The damage taken is gonna work on everybody, but the peacekeeping is specific to peacekeeping in the game. When we go to the other side, it's called Protective Aura. You see all these skills right here. It's gonna work on Darklings and Dark Creatures only. Therefore, this is not a PvP artifact for free-to-play player. You can use this for doing PvE event. Another decent artifact for cavalry in the game is gonna be the Crown of the Berserker. You can use this for doing a bunch of different things. It is not specific to a different type of enemy. You can use it anytime. You get a cavalry unit attack and you get a legion attack. Overall, a decent artifact for cavalry troop type. Another decent artifact for f2p is gonna be the Bone Cleaver. The Bone Cleaver can be used on pretty much every single enemy in the game as well. It gives you some good buffs and you get cavalry unit attack and a legion defense, which is great. Let us check out some f2p artifacts for the infantry. The first one on the list is gonna be the Butcher's Blade. If you are f2p, this is gonna be your go-to artifact. When we check out the statistics on the left hand side, it has infantry unit attack, it has legion attack, and it has damage taken. It is not specific to just Behemoth or Darklings, which is perfect. You use it on any enemy. When we hit the skills are not specific to Behemoth and Darkling, which means you can use this artifact on every single enemy in the game. Whether it's Darkling, whether it's other people, whether it's Behemoth, you can use it right away. Another decent another decent artifact for infantry is gonna be the Codex of Prophecy. Now with this one, there is a peacekeeping damage taken, which means you're gonna miss out on this if you're fighting real people on the map. This one is gonna be useful on Darkling, Dark Creatures, and Behemoth only. You have to read the specifications to see what is good for you. What else do we have for the infantry going on right here? We have this one, Veteran's Diary. Veteran's Diary is the blue one, gives you infantry unit attack and a legion attack. And it works on pretty much every single enemies. You're gonna notice that most artifacts for the infantry only require 400 rage. And cavalry as well, majority of them. Now as a free-to-play player, you're also gonna get a chance to unlock some legendary artifacts in the game. You just have to get lucky. This one right here, known as the Dragon Scale, is the best for infantry. And you also have the Greymass Warhammer, which is best for infantry. For magic units, it's gonna be the Phoenix Eye, and then you have the Infernal Flame. For archers, it's gonna be the Shadow Blade, and then the Viola's Bow. For cavalry, it's gonna be the Kingslayer, which I haven't got right now. And then you also have the Solan's Blade. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for artifacts in Call of Dragons. I tried my best to give you some good knowledge. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe for more content, turn on the bell notification, and never miss out. Until then, talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.